Hey gang, my family was being really loud and annoying, and they don't know that I have a YouTube channel to run, so that's pretty annoying. Speaking about YouTube, you should subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000. It'd be kind of crazy if what is a hobby would make me money, even though I kind of planned for that. Pretty much today, we're talking about the Pulsar xlite. Now if you don't know, Pulsar, pretty much, they're a new company. They just came out with a new mouse. I've had the pleasure of talking to, maybe, I guess you can call it working with them. They started talking to me when I was at 100 subscribers, which is really nice. I was at 100 subscribers and they're like, you know what? I like you. I'll send you a mouse. And I'm not used to people like. Anyways, yeah, I have to, I think, legally preface that Pulsar sent this for review. Now, but regardless, even with all the nice experiences I've had with Pulsar, even though they're a nice company to work with, I'm not sorry when I say this. I think the xlite is a little underwhelming, and that's due in part to the shape. First of all, it's an EC2 clone. We have so many EC2 clones. In fact, one of my first high production videos that I think I literally stood up till 7 a.m. to render was on an EC2 clone. And that's okay. If you like the EC2 shape, you like the EC2 shape. It's just the fact that there's so many of them that it just kind of saturates the market a little. But I think that's probably one of the main gripes I have with this mouse. Other than that, I think I really like the design principle. I really like the fact that they maximize every single aspect of it. They have different holes, which is like, I haven't really seen these cylindrical holes before. And they have like a little X in them. Oh, that's why I call it X. But yeah, they have a little X in the bottom. They removed the DPI button so that they wouldn't add weight. You can literally touch the PCB. Like, I can't even begin to tell you what kind of grip this is, but still, this is really cool mouse. I haven't seen design like this at all to maximize the amount of weight you're saving. But yeah, let's go back to the fact that I was underwhelmed by this mouse. At first, when initial impressions about it, like a month and a half back, I was kind of light on it because I was just really excited that the first company ever sent me a product. But after using it, it's just that I think Pulsar knew that they probably weren't going to make a splash at this. The biggest marketing part about this was the weight. Does the mouse being too light exist? I don't think so. I think I can play fine with it. It's just down to the user after all. But we'll never know if that's true until we have a mouse that's like 0 grams, which, by the way, Rocat's coming out with one. So again, it's an EC2 clone that maximizes the amount of weight that it can take out with every single aspect about it, which I think is really cool design. And that's as far as most of the good things I have to say about it. Other than that, the feet are pretty scratchy. I could notice it on my Zero that it was scratchy, and that's a soft pad. If you're using like a Hien or like a Decanic control, I could notice it so much on those surfaces. I put on my Decanic control, it was extremely scratchy. So let's talk about the cable. The cable is, the cable is pretty bad. I gotta say that. I thought it was like a Viper Mini at first, then I pulled out my Viper Mini. If you think the Viper Mini is stiff, this cable is even bad, but I think that's supplemented by the fact that it came with a micro bungee. This is a really nice addition, and I think they're selling them in 3-packs for like $10, so yeah, get a micro bungee. I really like it. It's a nice inclusion that removes the extra cost of having to get a bungee. This is my main bungee, and this is my side bungee. I use this bungee for mice that I'm just trying out because it's a lot easier to swap it out. Yeah, the cable, it's pretty horrendous, and I know they're a newer company, it's hard. I don't know what process went on. The switches are arm-ons. Just arm-ons. They sound kind of good for arm-ons, if I'm being honest. The side buttons, they're kind of iffy. Like, there's not a lot of tactility on them. A little bit of post-travel. Also on the mouse, there's a ton of post-travel. Look at that. It didn't really bother me, if I'm being honest, but just there's a huge gap where the mouse actually actuates. And then there's more room to press down, which could be annoying for some people, but personally, again, not me. The scroll is okay. It's tactile, but very little. It's quiet, which is a plus, but it's just an okay scroll wheel. I use my scroll wheel a lot. Oh yeah, the sensor is using a 3370. Honestly, I can't tell the difference between my 303 and 3370. And I think if you do, you're lying. Like, I don't know what kind of Adderall you're taking, but if there's one thing that we don't have to worry about anymore for mice, I think it's just sensors. This sensor did fine. Software is basic, but I think it should be like that because once you like overcomplicate things, first of all, it takes up so much more storage, so you don't have room for games. It's really hard to navigate if you have such a complex software when you're literally just trying to change your DPI. And it really doesn't need to be. All you really need to do for this mouse is just change the DPI. There's no RGB button. There's not really any macros that I would do on this mouse. Build quality, really nice. Like, I'm trying to push in the soft spot on its head, and it's not going in. So final thoughts. So would I buy this? For $60, which is the retail price, no. But for $50, if I really like the EC2 shape, I would probably get this. And I think it goes on sale for $50 from time to time, so just check for that if you want this, because you're getting good value with the bungee especially. If there's something that Pulsar should improve, I think it's definitely the feet, the cable, and the switches. Everything else about this mouse, I really like. Design principle, stellar. I really like it. Really nice mess. Thanks for watching. I'm excited to see what Pulsar has to offer because I'm pretty sure the reason why they chose the EC2 shape was because it was just the easiest to manufacture. They probably have molds for it already. And yeah, and I just hope they apply this same design principle and I guess updated features to their newer mice. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Really appreciate it. And yeah, bye.